Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Epic Florida Project. I am one of your hosts, Simon. I'm joined with my good buddy, Phil. How you doing, dude?
Hi, everyone.
So this is episode 24. So we're getting up there. We're going to be at 25 in the next one. But this one is mainly going to be for December. It's going to give you a quick roundup of what all the travel news is that has happened in the last week. A little bit of theme park news that we've heard rumours, because to be honest, unless it's Christmas, nothing's really happening. And then we're going to go into a certain host's up-and-coming trip. So, before we do anything, how are you doing, Bood? Bood? How you doing, dude?
Oh, mate, I know I'm getting fat, but yeah, it's all about my man boobs.
I'm only on water as well today.
Yeah, that's clearly vodka. But I am doing fantastic. Work is over for December now, so I cannot mind.
Lucky for some. If you don't want to know, this little guy who's on left on my right, he's going away in about 3 days.
Depends when you watch or listen to this.
Yeah, but as we record, he's going in 3 days. So hope you enjoy it. So we'll just quickly get into the big news. Is obviously we all know that the US borders are open. We have a certain new variant. I'm not going to mention it because it's not going to go on this podcast.
Yeah, it's from Transformers.
Something going on. Yeah. And the rules have changed for entering the US and coming back into the UK. So first things first, when we say this, we say it with the news that is currently as we speak. So if things change, which they sometimes do weekly, daily, go onto the US government website and check the details before you do anything. We are just giving you a bit of advice on what is happening right now. So take it for what it is at this present time, which is Friday, the 3rd of December. So let's timestamped it. What it is, the US are now only accepting lateral flow antigen tests?
Yeah, lateral flow antigen LAMP, whatever LAMP is.
Yeah, and PCR tests, but they must be done within 24 hours or 1 day of your flight. So if you're flying on a Monday, it's got to be done Sunday. If you're flying on Tuesday, it's got to be done Monday. It's plain and simple as that. Doesn't matter about the time. A lot of people are going, it's 24 hours. It doesn't really matter as long as it's the day.
You did state it starts from Monday the 6th, didn't you?
No, you've just hit that there. So it does start on the 6th of December, but we'll get a little bit more into that later on. But that's when it's officially starting. And on your return, as of right now, you must book a day 2 PCR test and you must isolate. Fully vaccinated or not, you must isolate until you receive a negative test result. Don't forget the result, because you can get a negative test, but if it's not a result, don't matter. But you must get a PCR. It used to be a lateral flow. It's now back to a PCR test. It's same as what it was the back end of this year. It happened in September when myself and Phill came back from Tenerife. We both had to do a PCR test. It's the same as that, but this time you have to isolate in your home until you receive that negative result.
Just a quick one, though, everybody. Just to let you understand, if anybody's listening from any other country, that PCR is literally UK only. So if you're from Europe, check with your own countries, obviously.
Yeah. Well, obviously, if you're coming into the UK, that's the UK rules, and we're talking about the UK and the US. So that is really all we can give you on the information that we've got. We could talk about the cock-up that Biden did, because he actually mentioned, he did it all, big speech, they were bringing this lateral flow test in 24 hours or a day before, and never told the date.
Yeah, we had to wait until, we all had a guess it was Monday, but at least on the Friday we got the official news what date it was. But I suppose he's got a lot on his on him right now, as you say, with this new variant. He's got a lot more things to think about all of a sudden.
Yeah. So let's get away from that certain thing, and let's move on to any news. Have you got any? Because I have got one. I do believe this is to do with the mouse.
Oh, go on, you do.
The trams are back. sometime in the next week or so for Magic Kingdom, and early 2022 for the rest of Walt Disney World.
Is it 2021 still? Oh my God, I'm so lost for the years
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, so I believe that the trams are coming back soon at Magic Kingdom, but the rest of the parks, you're going to have to wait, so you're still going to have to walk.
Whatever.
I don't get it. I know the diesel fueled and they're a bit pollutive and all that.
To tell you the truth, for a company like Disney, how have they not got electric ones yet?
I don't know, but that walk from that Magic Kingdom, the transport, if you're parking in the parking lot from the back, and then you've got to walk all the way to the transportation centre, and all the way you got to get on the ferry, or you got to. Magic Kingdom can take you 35 to 40 minutes just to get into these days, and I'm sorry, but that's not good for a theme park. But that's the only real news I've got at the moment.
Funny you say that. I believe not theme parks, but I believe not who's the guy who used to be in charge of the theme parks and all that stuff in Disney Plus. What was his name from last year? Not Paycheck. The one Paycheck took over from.
Oh, Bob.
Yeah, I think he's stepping down as actually the whole thing of Disney, and I believe a female's taking over. Name's not on top of my head, but that's interesting to know. And also, saying that, isn't it I think I read, I can't remember his name, but the gentleman who's running the theme parks for Universal Orlando, he's also stepping down in the new year?
Yes, I'm terrible with names, but yes, the we've got a new CEO of Universal. Give me 30 seconds.
Yeah, sorry, people. I've been so busy planning for holidays, what you're going to hear about soon, that I forgot to start taking stuff down. And obviously, with the testing and changing and that, I was more thinking about myself and not this podcast, unfortunately. But I am waffling on, if you're wondering, if you're listening, because Simon's trying to look it up as we speak, but he's using an iPhone.
Yeah, the current CEO is Tom Williams.
Mr. Churio.
And then it's there is the leader effective from the 1st of January as Mark. Well, this is weird. As Mark Woodbury, currently the president and Universal Creative and Vice Chairman, becomes chairman. So it's going from a gentleman I said a minute ago to Mike Woodbury.
Interesting. Be interesting to see what happens. They clearly worked with each other, so I can't see there being many changes. But we're gonna learn. We're gonna learn anyway. There's nothing we can do now.
Yeah. So talk about Universal. The Christmas store, tribute store, has opened. I know you won't see. You've not seen it because we'll get onto that in a minute. But that's opened up, I believe. Is it open? I don't know. To be honest, I've actually avoided a lot of the Universal stuff because it's hard to take at the moment.
Yeah,
because it is certain somebody going in 3 days, and it's annoying me. But yeah, so to be fair, guys, there's not really much else. I know we mentioned about the the slingshot and the drop tower. The drop tower has been testing. It's gone up and down a few times on its own. The slingshot they're still doing exterior work. That's going to be testing soon. I believe they're opening up in the next couple of weeks. So I don't know whether
I might miss one of them.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens with them. There was one thing that just popped in my head that you mentioned to me last week. There's some patterns been done for Epic Universe.
Yes.
I can't find out too much information because I can't find the sources who I usually use hasn't put where she got her sources from. So Universal are starting to put in patents for ride vehicles, ride mechanics, and certain different things for the new theme park. So them things do take a long time to get sorted. So once they're sorted, we might start seeing some flow. Because I know there is work going on at Epic Universe. They're doing a lot of landscaping at the moment, getting things ready with the pipes and water and all the utilities, which that takes a lot longer than people think. It might look from the air, it might look like they're doing nothing, but there is a lot going on that you can't actually see.
Yeah, there's a lot of underground work, as I call it.
Yeah. So that's all going to get done first before you can even start building. So fingers crossed we start getting some more work going on there. So things, don't forget, this is what the premise of this podcast was, hence the name. Go on.
That's all right. I was thinking something else, but I really don't care about it.
Nothing ever changes, does it?
In other words, it's something to do with the mousetrap, and I just don't care. I was just wondering, truthfully, if we found out if there's any news about the annual passes, because obviously they stopped sending them.
Well, technically yes, and technically no, because there is still one pass available. It's the cheapest one. I think it's a Pixie for Florida residents only, which gets you into about 120, 130 days a year, something like that. So that's still available, but every other annual pass, I believe, has been frozen to buy. You can renew. You can still renew your annual pass. But if you want to save some money, go and buy yourself where my finger's showing now, Universal Studios Florida annual pass.
Yeah, why not? But that for news, really, that's about it. Obviously, all the Christmas stuff's going on now.
Yeah. So let's move on to part 2 of this podcast. The bit that I've secretly been wanting to drive down to a certain area in the south of England and punch the guy in the face, but I can't. So, Phil, you've said it before here, but it is definitely official. You are going to Florida in 3 days, 6th of December.
Well, all pending a COVID lateral flow test, but I've been doing them every day, mate, so I'm very confident.
Yeah, so like I said, you've got to do your lateral flow test. So you go in on the 6th of December.
I am.
How long are you going for?
I think it's 15 nights. I'm not 100% sure. It's 15 or 14 nights. It was so quickly put together.
Simple. When do you fly back?
I go on the 15th and I fly back on the 22nd.
You can't go on the 15th, you go on the 6th.
Yep, I'm going on the 6th. Guys, I'm out. I just don't care anymore.
Can't you tell we've not rehearsed this at all? But what day is it you fly back? Do you know?
I fly back on the 22nd. I land on the 23rd.
Right, so that's a Tuesday then, is it? I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's 15 nights.
See, right the first time.
Yeah. So you are a founding member and a group holder of the Endless Summer.
Oh, for
what's the group called now?
Sake, I changed the name too much, people.
I know that's why I thought sort of put you on the spot because it's your group.
It's called the Endless Summer Resort Unofficial Fan Group.
So with that group, you are, I believe you're staying at the Endless Summer Resort.
I am. Obviously 2019, before everything went pear-shaped, I was at Surfside, so obviously it makes sense. This time I'm going to be Dockside.
There you go. So staying at Dockside. So if you see that face, go and say hi. Is it a big family trip, a little family trip?
Oh, it's for my family, it's a little one. It's just myself, my brother, and his mate.
No worries. And what are you planning to do for the 14 days?
I'm planning to wind you up.
Well, we know that. But I'm just going to block you for 2 weeks.
I'm planning to watch the English weather be terrible. But no, either way, what I'm really doing is I'm planning to go to Universal Studios, being an annual pass holder. I'm going to go SeaWorld.
You had to stick that one in, didn't you?
Yeah. I'm going to see...
That's for you, Ryan. That's for you.
No, not what that's about. I'm going to SeaWorld. I forget everything. I listen to too many podcasts. I'm going to SeaWorld because I'm also an annual pass holder.
And that's for you again.
Yeah. And I'm maybe going to the Mousetrap for one day to Hollywood Studios. I can't bear to go more because the Mousetrap is kind of rubbish right now, in my opinion. Nothing's really changed, and I really don't see the point of rushing to all the theme parks there.
So, are you doing anything? Are you going to be doing any of the stuff on International Drive?
We're thinking about going to Madame Tussauds, obviously. That's for a good laugh to have the photos done in there. The World of Illusions, whatever it is, museum in Icon Park as well. We're going to do that.
Well, we spoke about them on this podcast, so find the episode we talk about them.
I was going to do an escape room, but one of the people with us is very disabled, so I don't think it'll be worth risking to do it with them. So I will save them for September next year with you.
Yep.
I might pop into them. I might pop into them and have a quick look and see if they let me. If I explain what's going on, but they probably won't. But I'll get some brochures anyway. It will be interesting.
So,
Florida Mall bit shopping, and pretty much most of it is going to be in Universal, if I'm truthful.
Yeah. So obviously, you just said you're going to spend most of your time in Universal. What is going to be your most anticipated thing to do once you get back there? I think I know what the answer is going to be. But
I don't have any interest. I'm just happy to be there. I'm not rushing. I don't care.
So but there must be something that you really, 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 really can't wait to ride.
Oh, yes, of course, mate. I can't believe you meant that. Obviously, Doctor Doom. Or Fast and Furious.
Oh, Fast and Furious. It's had an upgrade.
Has it been blown? The only upgrade for that. The only upgrade for that is knocking that building down and starting again.
Yeah. So we did mention they were doing an upgrade, and nothing changed. 4 days shut down. Probably just painted the cars or something. I don't know.
Sprayed them.
But go on. Cool. So what? I know you have completely avoided everything to do with the Velocicoaster.
Oh, is there a new ride?
Yeah, there's a couple actually. You've got, well, it's not a ride, there's that and a stunt show as well. So.
Yes, I'm actually quite interested in the Bourne stunt show if it's ever open, because apparently it breaks down all the time.
Does it? Oh.
Yeah, apparently there's so much technology involved with it and that things keep on going wrong. But I'm out there for 2 weeks. If I don't get to see it, something's definitely not good about it, and they'd have to proper shut it down. Yeah, the Velocicoaster, all I know about it is it's a massive roller coaster and everyone loves it.
Yeah,
and that is people. That's nothing to do with I don't care about it, because I'm very looking forward to it. It's just that the sheer fact is, I wanted to shock myself for once.
Yeah, you will do when you get there. I've seen off-ride footage, bits of the queue, but I've not seen a POV or anything, because I'm trying to avoid it myself. Because fingers crossed, I'm there in February for the opening of Mardi Gras. Something different.
Well, that's what reminds me what I was going to do as well. As I missed Halloween Horror Nights, I'm planning to go down to Old Town and do the scare attraction house, what should be quite interesting.
Yeah, you'll have to give us a review on that one.
By the way, people, you may think we're novices right now, because on this podcast we've remembered no name whatsoever.
No, we'll put it this way, guys. I have been up since 4:30 this morning. If you don't already know, I'm a postman, and it's my busiest time of the year. So I'm completely exhausted at the moment.
Hi, Paul.
I'm still here. Paul. Oh, does he actually watch this?
I don't think he even knows how to use technology, what I've heard, but
well, if he doesn't, I blame Paul as well.
Yeah, mate, Paul Plant, we'll blame you.
So that's really it, guys. I don't know how long we've been running. It must be a nice, short and sweet one.
It's been about 18 minutes, mate, so it's been quite a good one.
Yeah, that's not too bad. That's round about what we're looking for anyway.
And so, just a quick one before you go. People, if you want to watch my ventures in Florida and Orlando, first go to Twitter for TF Project. I'm going to be sharing a couple of photos per day, maybe 2 or 3 photos per day, keeping you an idea what's going on. But also, cheap plug time, I've also got my own YouTube channel called Epic Phill, where I've already got Tenerife vlogs up and Winter Wonderland, to go and check them out. But I am going to be vlogging this holiday as well in Orlando, Florida, so please come and check them out. They won't be coming out straight away because obviously the editing and that, but keep an eye out. They will be coming out sometime starting in December. So, yeah, again, Epic Phill.
There you go. Anyway, if he knows what to do, you can put a link in the show notes for you as well. So follow us on Twitter, like he said. If you could follow us on Instagram, because what I'm going to do, I'm going to make a little Instagram story for when Phill puts it on there. And what are we on Instagram? I can't bloody think. We are very professional on here.
I don't use Instagram, people. I find it boring.
Yeah, it's just search for the Epic Florida Project. Oh, actually, Epic Florida Podcast. We need to change that.
I don't think you can.
I'll think of a way. Yeah. But I'll send Phil a link and you can stick it in the show notes. Because what he puts on Twitter, I'll put on Instagram as a story, and you can follow it. His trips around the wonderful place that is Orlando. So if you could do us a favour, and if you could hit that thumbs up button for this video, hit that little red bar that's got subscribe. If it's all free. Lit up, you subscribed. If you're not, just hit it.
It's free.
Hit that little bell.
Bell notifications, people, if you wonder what that does. That tells you when every new video is out, and you don't have to go looking for them.
Yeah, and so that's going to be it from me. I think that's going to be it from Phil.
Yeah, as I say, guys, just keep an eye out on Twitter for me, and obviously if you're in the End of the Summer Resort unofficial fan group, I'll be posting on there quite a lot as well.
Yeah. So we will see you. Well, if we don't see you before, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Hanukkah, Happy New Year, all that stuff. If we do see you before, You know what I mean. Enjoy the holidays. Take care, guys. See you later.
And enjoy watching me in Spider-Man. Everyone's in it. Bye.